everybody asks, what is special education? So special education works like this. Every scholar is unique and learns in different ways. Special education is a specific and personal support to help each student learn and grow here at school.
So something that I like to do on my way to work is listen to some upbeat music. I kind of have to drive a little bit of a ways to get here to New Millennium. But if I have some upbeat, like positive music, that gets me in a good mindset and it gets me ready for a great day at New Millennium Academy.
All right, so what do I love about teaching? I love the school culture, all the things that you get to know as a teacher, learning the different subjects and disciplines and culture around the building. I also love connecting with my students and getting to know them.
What I look forward the most in my classroom is all the funny little things that happen. My scholars are always funny and joking, or sometimes they're serious and they come out funny. But I always enjoy little moments and little things that happen in my classroom that catch me off guard, especially for my EAs. Those little things are what I look forward to within my classroom.
The best part of being a teacher for me is, well, I'm a special ed teacher, and what I love is the complexity. You're dealing with a lot of different needs and a lot of different content areas, and so the fact that it's always challenging is really rewarding.
The reason why I want to work in special education is because I was in special education when I was little, so I got help from adults, and that's why I'm here. I could help other people and serve the community as well, so that's why I'm here. Yeah.
The biggest reward I have in working with students that receive special education is that I get to know them really well and I get to work with them for more than just 1 year. So for instance, I have students that I worked with last year that I'm also working with this year. And
it's important to learn about social emotional learning because you get to talk about your feelings, you get to understand your feelings, and it's okay to feel what you feel. So that's why it's important, is to learn more about it.
So to remember all the students that I work with in my small groups, I practice their names, I make sure that I'm saying them right, and I put their names on just about everything so that I'm seeing it and I'm practicing it. I'm saying their names whenever they're in the groups, and sometimes it's a little bit challenging, but I think it's really important that we say our kids' names correctly and that we remember that. It helps them feel special and valued.
the wisdom that I would pass on to other students is that never give up on your dreams. Always persevere, even when it's getting difficult. You know that you're going to come out on the other end knowing more about yourself. Maybe it isn't always the dream that you realized, and that might come in the future, but just never give up on yourself.
What I like to do on my free time is I like to sing, and I like to go walking at the park and talk with my friends. And that's what I love to do. And then
Day for me at school, I think a lot of teachers could agree with me, is that we get to see students smile in school, learn things, and we get to challenge our students and see their growth. And everyone is nice to each other. So I think that's a perfect day for me.
So if I left the teaching field and then won the lottery, I would likely want to have a hobby farm, and I would like to have chickens and goats, maybe a donkey, and sell my produce at a local farmer's market.
For this, I taught political science, so part of that is being critical about democracy. And what I loved about New Millennium Academy was it was a space where we could look at American democracy and American values and say, what are some that we don't agree with? What are things that we think are more progressive or that the world is dealing that are more democratic? And New Millennium has some of that, and I really respect it and appreciate it.
One of the things I think you'd be really surprised to find out about me, I used to be a professional Irish step dancer.
You know, when it comes to what I can contribute, I think I can speak for all educators that we want to contribute to our scholars and to our communities. I don't think we become teachers for the glorious popularity and all that. I think we, as educators, generally want to contribute to our scholars, future lives, giving wisdom, caring for them, allowing them to be more than they can be. And I think that's all that really matters at the end of the day is what they're learning, but also what we can do to grow as individuals. And I think that's what really makes the world go round. And hopefully, in a few years when scholars are older and wiser, they could come back to their teachers and just say, hey, Mrs. or Mr. So-and-so, and thank you for all that you've done for us. And I think that's all what us educators really want to contribute in life.